Hello, hello, and welcome to Kids in the Hall at Araiguma Battle. I am sweaty as fuck. Yeah, so, booting up today took a particularly long time, a lot longer than it normally does, which is like a 2-hour affair. But we have air conditioning now. You can't see it because of the camera. Oh, I can't really flip to that room either. The audio, you should also actually be able to hear us. So if we get some shout outs to the extra loud fucking audio. What do we got here? Street Fighter 6 casuals are coming up first. And we're going to be doing some third strike. Basically, so it's really difficult for us to do a schedule. Somebody had asked, why don't you guys do a stream schedule? And it really, because of like how all this works, it's for tournaments, yes, there is a stream schedule, but for casual days like this, it just depends on wherever it's popping at, or you know, if people are like, hey, I want to watch, you know, mahjong, for example. So the audio and everything switches to the camera over there. There's the head-to-head, which we seem to keep losing audio on, but that's cool. We're getting there. All right. I'm going to put this on idle mode and let folks know that we are in It is actually nice and cool up there now too, with the new air conditioning system. And it's funny, so as soon as we get the installed air conditioning up there, got a call yesterday about the new space. Let me let these guys know really quick. Here's the problem. Okay, never mind. I thought there was like an audio leak. Like I had something set up wrong somewhere. And it turned out I didn't. I hope this is picking up this loud ass keyboard. That's gonna be funny as shit. Really annoying that on Discord there is no character switching. I say character. You can't switch your profile on Discord and it fucking sucks. Like from mobile. The doors are open. Summer with Sai, what up? I see you. I'm over here creeping and shit on the fucking stream. What's good? Alright. Shoot. What was I gonna do? I was gonna go turn some lights on, take a shot. So, give me 2 seconds to turn a light on. I'm going to get back to what I was saying about the HVAC. Yeah, there's Mahjong. Sorry, I saw your message as soon as I was like walking by. I was like, so the reason the camera's like not centered over the table, I have to drill a block of wood into the beams and drill any kind of piece of metal to make a bracket and then bolt the camera to that. But I have to build this, or screw in this 2x4 to push it out far enough to get it centered on the table. Alright. So like I had mentioned, we finally get this HVAC shit installed. Hellishly fucking expensive, because I wouldn't got us like a commercial unit. Which I... Anyway, so we finally get this HVAC system. Lost my train of thought. Crazy expensive, right? Just get this fucking thing. You know, it'll get us to the summer. We got grill balance coming up. We got today. Just every day in general, we've got to finally cool our shit down. This has been a thing since, like, the upstairs hall at the IMC. Sorry, my fucking allergies, dude. So, I'm allergic to dust. It gets mega dusty here because what the material is made out of on a lot of these ceilings, panels, and then we have a bunch of cats. So, get the HVAC done. I get a call from someone at the IMC. I don't know if she wants her name out there yet, or like that or anything. But, you know, she just kind of kept, we kind of went over, like, actually, well, she called to just say hey. But, you know, we just kind of started talking about IMC stuff. We met our funding goal for the ADA accessibility ramp on the Elm Street side. Mad cool. That is not a cheap project. So the lower level of the IMC will be ADA accessible, bathrooms, everything. This was a big deal about why there was a lot of spaces that had come up for rent and we couldn't get them because they were accessible by stairs only. And, you know, some people, you know, you can make that, like, kind of work that out. Others, it's just like, that's not an option. And if we are in the public venue, especially if we're operating as an MPO, right? Because that's one of kind of like the future thing is to build this into a nonprofit. And if we're doing that, accessibility is a big deal, plain and simple. So we get the ramp. Room 28, we kind of talked about, you know, hey, she had asked, what's the possibility of, like, you know, are you guys still thinking of, like, possibility of an arcade in the IMC? And I was like, oh, absolutely. And she's like, oh, that's so cool. You know, you're still doing it out of your garage, right? And I was like, oh, wow. We've talked about many other things. And somehow the one thing that I seem to feel like I talk about the most, which is Araiguma, she was a little out of date on. God, I hope this audio is good. But we got talking about it, and I was like, oh, well, here, I wrote up a whole fucking Word doc showing how much, like, things have expanded and will continue to expand on a weekly basis. It was funny, Serenitative in the Discord had said, he was talking to someone, I forget who, but had mentioned, you know, like, oh, yeah, just it's always building onto it every week. So that same thing is going to be happening there. But so I type all this up in a Word doc for her to show her kind of like, you know, what we're doing, like kind of what we're aiming for, our mission. Here's all our web links. Here's like a bunch of promos, you know, kind of getting like an idea of, you know, I shot it over as a proposal because that's just kind of how I look at it. It's like, well, we want to be a part of the IMC. You know, mainly, primarily, right? We're just a tenant, but who knows what will happen? All right. So I don't like to think like that. I like organic growth. You do it day by day in this type of situation that works. You know, being that it's not a business. Without getting in too deep into that conversation, you can run a business that way successfully. As a module to a group of others. But anyway, so we started talking about it, you know, and she said, well, it looks like our completion for the ramp is going to be in like November. And then we can start talking about construction, which is technically a multi-part thing, all right? So there's a big demolition proponent of this. Room 28 has a bunch of conduit coming down where the old HVAC system was. Anybody who's been there remembers all the many people that I've walked through there like this, because the HVAC ducts sat like 8 feet down from the ceiling. There were so many of them. It's a really old government building, so every time they built a new section of the building, they started adding shit and whatever. So there's a ton of electrical demo that needs to happen. Why do we not have Johnny? Oh, do we have to buy it? I thought we had all the packs. Oh shit. So I accidentally left that on if you want to buy Johnny. And then I will run upstairs after this. I am so sorry. Thank you for noticing. I saw there was a big Guilty Gear update. So I had it on the list to go through and update all the cabs. So we updated everything. And I did not realize Johnny is locked. Apologies. So I forget where I was. So the demolition is a big part of it. So like all that crap has to come down. There's also a lot of non-crap in there, right? So there's a lot of really important stuff stored in there right now that needs we need to find homes for. So when that time comes, we'll probably be, you know, looking for some volunteers who kind of want to help us with like the Room 28 project. Let's see. I can estimate that. No, I can't. It's too unpredictable how long that would take. So the best, please hold that thought. We have to go buy Johnny. Yeah. This will be a minute. Because we gotta go take care of this really quick. Be right back. I was like, where'd she go? Alright, so we are currently switching to just chatting mode while I fight Johnny. So we're gonna kick it here for a minute. This should not take too long. We can kind of go back to... Actually, you know what? We can still kind of talk about IMC stuff. Oh, I forgot we switched over there. I was like, why am I hearing Third Strike music? So, a big concern that a lot of people had whenever I mentioned that, you know, when people come out for the first time and I kind of tell them about, you know, what our plans are, like what all this is, what our future is, you know, and the fact that we are going to be, you know, moving this to a public base, well, more public. We will have a posted address, but a lot of people are like really hype about it. They're like really with it. They can kind of like see, like, I think in their minds, like they're imagining it like I'm imagining it, which is, you know, fucking crazy. Oh shit, Dom just messaged. Hang on one sec. Colette, can you make sure the hall door is unlocked? Okay, yeah, just got a message. Just got a message. The door is stuck. We're gonna quickly switch over there. Oh my god. Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot. But so when we move over downtown, a lot of people had said things like, you know, once they, you know, kind of become regulars and whatnot. I know I said newcomers, but even newcomers have said this too. Have been like, well, I really like it here. Like I like this vibe here. Like I like all this stuff. She's showing it, yo, we get a mad hype about this fucking AC unit. This shit is so sick. Like, you could actually play up there now. But, oh no, this is the wrong thing. So, none of that is going to change. We are going to remain exactly like this, but in a place where we can post an address. It's going to be more parking, a centralized location. It's going to be downtown. There's mad bus routes. We will have access to 2 venues, I think between 1,400 and 2,200 feet of square space. 2,200 square feet. Occupancy maximum is 299. That will be strictly imposed. There's a hotel that just went up next door in Conference Center. So there's talks of running a major. This is going to happen. Consider this an official announcement, if you will. Not a major. Let me rephrase that. It's a regional. I don't know what the difference is. I'm still learning this shit. I'm mad new at all this, so I'm a fucking pool player from back in the day. Okay. I need to figure out how to download new guys. But nothing's gonna change when we move to the new location. It's just gonna be better, and we're not gonna only be open just on Saturdays. We are gonna be open multiple fucking days a week. You know, that's the whole idea. We're getting the Guilty Gear Strive Season 3 pass. But it was funny when Colette came over and she's like, it's Season 3. I completely missed that. So yeah, you know, don't ever let that be a fear. Nothing is gonna change. Nothing at all is gonna change. So it looks like Street Fighter 6 is not going to be popping on stream, so we are going to change that. Yeah. What am I doing? Oh my god, our funds are so down. So we went from, we had basically bought anytime somebody's like, oh man, it'd be cool if you had, or if like I'm walking by and I hear somebody be like, oh man, I wish they had like Dragon Ball Z here, or Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And I'll be walking by all sneakily like, I heard that. And we'll go swoop that up. So we are drained now. We were at $3.15. I think one of the VODs way back, it was like, it was almost like, I think it was like 420.72, and somebody wanted to buy some enough trading cards to make it 420.69. I wish we would have did that, but I was being stupid and being drunk. Because I have a blast here, you know what I mean? 21 and older only. You know, we like my personal beliefs aside. It is what it is. So I can't help you with that. We got mad at the good shit. That's kind of like the big thing, is we don't need alcohol or drugs to supplement anything. As I say with a drink in my hand, I ain't supplementing anything. But yeah, let them know that Johnny is now available. I will make sure to go up and update everything now. And, oh, well, they're in the middle of a game, and I don't want to hit the video switcher on them. So if anybody has any questions, any Araiguma related questions, Kids in the Hall history, this is all stuff like I fucking love to talk about. Player history, lore, beefs, funny moments. Yeah, we got madness. Or if there's anything you want to see, if you want me to pick up the camera and fucking walk around with that shit, you know. You can use our contact form on araigumabattle.com and click contact us. That seems to be a real favorite. It was funny, the other day, I got a message on stream, and the brother was saying, he's like, yeah, I've been reaching out to your email, and you guys, like, you know, don't answer. We're trying, like, me and some friends are trying to do the same thing. I'm like, I haven't gotten a single email. I go and check, and I'm like, there's nothing here. So I bring the host in, because we don't self-host anymore. The mirrors are done, which, at the rate that it's going, that might not continue to be the case. Contact the host. They were mad cool, whoever was on support. Killed it, noticed it, you know, saw the issue right away. And then all of a sudden there was like 150 fucking emails. I think it was more like 130 something, but I'm gonna exaggerate because it's fun. And it was mad cool. Not a single one of them was spam. There was just, you know, people like shouting out mad love. There, like I said, there was people who wanted to like do what we do, which is something that is, you know, really big. If you're trying to do what we do, reach out. We'll help you do that. To you know, learn how we do it. It's a lot more. So people talk about crowdsourcing and like crowdfunding and all that. It's that's kind of community in a way, except like you actually are around all the people that you're donating to, unless you're donating remotely, which like a lot of people do, and that is mega fucking awesome. You know, everything you see, if you go on the Patreon, you know, we're very transparent about where the money goes, at least going forward after some point, because I remember like coming up with that idea and feeling like, yo, I should like, anytime like we buy like a new hard drive or something, we gotta start like posting that on there and just like have this nice history. And it is open. Just subscribe to it if you just want cool updates on how we're doing stuff, because I sneak a lot of how-tos in there, guides, like links, what we bought, how much it costs, because I hope, and it's not locked behind any paywall, so you don't have to be a donor to view this content. Because I don't believe in that. I understand the model, but it's not a model that we need to adapt. So we run the Patreon a little different. But yes, I like it to be an archive, and that I can kind of like, maybe even I guess like point people to it and be like, hey, you know, if you just scroll through this, there's actually a ton of fucking archived info. We also have a forum. If you click that link on our website, you will not get there. You need to find us first. It's kind of like in the Araiguma documentary. Shout outs to experienced broadcaster Peter Barakan, who was the originator of the Japanology YouTube poops. But so you watch the documentary. Fuck! I lost my train of thought. But it's one of the, it's mentioned in the documentary that, so this is the sort of place that you wouldn't really find unless you're looking for it. Our forum is the same way. It is there, like you know, being somebody with an engineering background and this set of standards that we have to work in, I have to fucking document everything very well too. So I like the information being out there. Alright. As soon as their next match is over, I am going to ask to interrupt so we can unlock Mr. Johnny. So what's good? Probably the end of the current talks about Araiguma and Patreon and whatnot. But yeah, I'd love to help others like do this. There's like, you know, there's a lot of people in like Peoria that have you know, come out and are also on the Discord. It's like, man, there's like 6-7 people. I hope somebody, you know, whoever can kind of, you know, you be able to make like kind of commitments and stuff, or like try and work something out. There's a lot of ways to do it. Also reach out if you just want to know how to figure out how to run a local. All you need is 2 people. You know, because I mean, you do it by yourself, you're just kicking it, you know what I mean? But you can have a dope local with 2-3 people. It should never be about numbers. That shit is so insulting to me. I told this story last week, but we had really shitty microphone audio. I was on a stream, right? And the dude was like, I guess he had like looked at the number of viewers, right? And he's like, oh man, there's only like 7 fucking viewers. Like, I don't even know why I'm wasting my time with this shit. And I'm like, dude, I dig this though. Like, it, you know what I mean? You get like that connection, like. And we're not gonna try and change to appeal a certain. It's like kind of that. Like, if this is like your thing and what you're looking for, this is what you'll get. But it felt mad insulting when dude said that, because I'm kind of like, you have 7 people that you don't know that are sitting here watching you and listening to you talk, and have minimal interaction with you. I mean, outside of the chat, like, we're trying to work on this like video in thing, which is going to be a real big deal, because there's a lot of good friends of here that are living mad far out, that have not, you know, either haven't been out yet or have been out. So we'll get that going. But I was kind of like, damn, like, we're only 7 people, so what, we don't matter? That was the point I was trying to get to. I don't like that. That's not a, that wasn't very nice. It didn't feel good. Like, if we have 2 concurrent viewers, like, through this whole shit, I'm like, this is tight. It's fun to watch, yo. Get a lot of messages. The YouTube people have really seemed to be enjoying. I'm really happy about that. We do definitely plan on doing a lot more with YouTube. Let me say, when I say a lot more with YouTube, just shooting more video. I was gonna give the kid the camera and have her run around and. Shout outs to Miranda. She, you might have known her as Milhouse from the last stream. A lot of people are calling her Milhouse. She go by either. Mad cool fucking dude. I was gonna give her the camera because she's just such a energy. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, she could like. I want to give her a camera and see what she can get. Right? She's really great to talk to, and an absolute joy to know and have around. I have not seen her in a couple of years. We had met when Colette and I were just probably a year out from being like bums. So I remember her coming by. Miranda, if you're watching this, I remember when you came by and you were like, you walked in the house, you were like, damn, you guys, when I have my shop, this right here was like in that little tiny front porch. It was like a little hallway. Y'all see my obsession with halls now. All compact in there and shit. And she's like, she looks around and she's like, damn, you guys have your shit together. And I was like, did I actually like get there? I don't know. I keep forgetting to check on them for Johnny. And also, I want to switch that camera so you guys can actually see them. If I hit the video switcher right now, so far it should detect that there was already a device there. I think this graphics card will maintain EDID while it's booted. But yeah, if it's first boot and I hit the switch button to change the stream camera, it's going to recognize a new video device. So one of the channels is going to go out and the other is going to boot. But yeah. So what have we talked about? The new space, the HVAC, how we're cooling our shit out. We talked about that we're getting Johnny. Let's see here. Alright. How's that balance, if anybody can report? But, yeah, that TV over there was another cool one. I think you can see on the Patreon. And I'm going to start, like, marking on there at the, like, the very top. Like, if you want more information on this, you know, whatever it is, let me know. Because that TV set there was actually a donation from MK Steve. Given to him by, I forget the gentleman's name. I had wanted to meet this cat. I've heard a lot of good things about him, who this TV used to belong to. Him and his wife. I never got to meet them though. They moved. And I'm always like mad busy, yo. Like, I'm always into something. Y'all, you watch. How the fuck do I point to this? There we go. You can watch. Oh, I just point to it, duh. Hey. But yeah, this is another thing that you can see on the Patreon. I don't remember how well I detailed it or not. Let me see. But he was like, oh, it's not much and it doesn't work very well and it cuts out. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, that's perfect. We just won't like do a tournament on it, but oops, easy. Because for tournaments, like you cannot have that shit. We had that problem here. I think up to no good 7, like for Street Fighter 6. Like it was fine when we did the beta and we had 2 systems side by side hooked online because we have a. That's another thing about Araiguma is we don't fuck around with the internet. We want the bandwidth for crazy shit, and we ended up needing it. But I think that might have been 6, and then 7 was the one when Street Fighter 6 was out. Because, you know, the beta was, like, online only, so we just did 2 machines side by side. And we streamed that. It was super fucking dope. We had some... So what it all boiled down to was an overheating issue. The thermal output of the components was not within spec for that case, to put that long conversation simply. So yeah, I did. It's titled Tech-Centric Mod Driven, which is kind of one of our taglines. And it's shows that TV that he had that was dying. It ended up being a failing display controller. So I took the back off the TV, looked at the display controller, got curious. I noticed there was no kind of heatsink on it. So the first thing I did was I saw that, and I went to the manual or the documentation for this board. And I saw its temperature spec, and I took one of those, like, you could go to CVS and buy, like, an infrared thermometer and set it to surface temperature. And I tested it. I recorded that temperature as soon as the TV cut off. I recorded the temperature. looked up the spec. And sorry, a little sidetracked here because I was hearing something come through that shouldn't have. Anyway, looked up the spec for it and saw that it was out of spec. It had the spec for vented enclosure, fan, and sealed, and that temperature was far outside the range for a vented system, which this certainly I would not consider vented. We've never had problems with it since. So it's got a heat sink on it now. We can't show you browsers yet. I mean, I guess we could set that up, but that is only if somebody asks for it. Alright, so now we got folks here. I'm not gonna steal the spotlight here, just kind of kick it. You guys can actually watch Strive now and check out what they're up to. Hi, Dom! Dude, my bad about the door. I swear I unlocked it. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'll be kicking it here for a minute. So what's up to all of you who've been in here not talking? Like, feel free to like reach out. Like, you're part of this too. You know, you don't have to. Oh. How are you getting, Johnny? Can you restart and update Strive? Sorry, I keep needing to go and do that. But I'm talking to people. So there's actually a reason that background is red. That color stands out so much in the distance because red means warning in every situation, right? So if you set a background to solid red, your eyes are open. You're almost like programmed to it, at least if you're American and grew up in America or have lived here for a long time. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to shout in anybody's ears, and I don't trust the mute button on these things. Actually, do you see why? I have never experienced that before. But like I said, I do not trust the mute button on this. Oh, new topic to go on about. Timestamp for the stream, the broadcast. So I have designed a way better broadcast than we have now, though this has a lot of updates that it did not have last week. Everything is crisper. Upgraded both of these cameras, like this one up here and this one right here. We added transparency to our sick ass. That's so hard to deal. I hate that. But our our TV there has transparency now, right? So the capture's behind it, so it actually looks like it's there. And then to infringe on copyright, because I love to do that so much, is the is our main stage mic not working? Looks like we might have some issues with that. Oh, it's not connected. We're gonna see if we can find them really quick. Alright, so now you can hear them. Fuck! I lost track of what I was going on about. I'm just a very passionate person. I was talking about the broadcast, and I had fruit fly. Fuck off. No, damn it, don't go in there. Get a fucking fruit fly. Dude, you're gonna fucking drown. Get the fuck out of there. Alright, there you go. I didn't want the fruit fly to drown. So I designed a really sweet broadcast rig. It's mad expensive. I am now in debt because of a bunch of medical shit that I had to have. Nothing's wrong with me. Like, my health is fine. I just was born with some pretty, like, severe birth defects, which I'm just now addressing, like, 30 and a half years later. Oh my god, hi! So I'm just now addressing those, which means a lot of debt, and then a lot of hardware here. All happened to die at once, and then we updated the HVAC. But so I designed this broadcast rig, and I said, okay, as every other thing now fails, if it has anything to do with our broadcasts,
that's a real frame trip.
It has to be updated to this spec, and it's a great spec too, because it'll always, at least for the next 30 years, be useful. It's very, very adaptable. We're not going to run into issues of, oh man, fuck, no, we need this. One of the things when I mentioned like the audio that had fucked up, and I was like, I don't trust this mute switch, and then I hit the mute switch and it fucked up. Oh, the cameras are mad crispy. How is the audio though compared to like the gameplay and me? You can probably actually fucking hear me now. OBS does some weird shit. When you heard this, like if I fucking hit this mute switch, it starts echoing the audio back at itself. But it's not actually getting, it's not, I'm not going to go into that subject. It starts fucking up when you hit the mute switch. I had literally just, thank you dude, it's so good, right? So earlier, just kind of say what I was saying, as I was like, I took the headset off and I took it to the side to let them know to update for Johnny. Fuck, I gotta go upstairs and do that. And I was like, I don't trust the mute switch on these headsets. So I took the headset off and was holding over here yelling at them like, yo, install Johnny. I just unlocked him on the fucking laptop here. My dumb ass forgot. I thought that was part of the update. I didn't realize it was, Colette's like, yo, it's season 3. What are you doing? So I was like, I don't trust this fucking mute switch when I put it back on my head. And then I held it up and I hit the fucking mute switch and it starts like doing this like horrible fucking sound. I'm gonna timestamp that shit. Horrible sound. Do not click this for the fucking love of whatever. Which brings me to the point of the audio rig, is I was kind of like, damn, if these are like that janky, like, we are eventually gonna have to upgrade out of these. We got these thanks to the Patreon and everybody who fucking donated. Not even like just that. So people who donate like in person, people who use the Ko-fi because they don't want to do like a month-to-month thing, which is mad understandable. So they would just hit the Patreon and then bounce just to make that one-time donation. But so we have the Ko-fi, which is good for them. A lot of people do cash because they're like, nah, like I know how much that shit costs. Like oh my god! If it's not on there, I'm gonna update it to say what percentage is actually going to stuff. Here's some folks. But so yeah, the whole medical debt, you know, birth defect shit. The reason we don't have that system now, because believe me, I would love to start working on that. It is like our, I guess you could call it our end game broadcast system. And it is going to be the one that would, so when we move to the public location, we would bring this upstairs at the IMC to the venues when we're doing really big events. When we're doing our regional, that we had talked about the regional earlier, that'll be a timestamp of the VOD. And after we do that, is when I kind of want to look into the possibility and the feasibility as well. And even if there's like a need, which I can actually see there being for the IMC, is to kind of like, it would be really nice to, honestly, you could take the same system and use it there. It is very adaptable. You know, it's just what I do. Yeah. All right, so now we've gone over the broadcast. What's good? Does anybody want to? We got some Strive casuals going. I gotta go update Johnny actually. When I get back, if anybody wants to like ask any questions or like just talk shit, or if you want to see something, like, you know, you can see the hall up there. These are all our cameras, right? We got the head-to-head. You see the fan there on the players. We have cup holders too. Cup holders is sick. You can see like the USB at the end of the table. Those are just what they're called, wire tie mounts. And what people call zip ties, or they're technically wire ties. They're fucking zip ties. Call them whatever you want. We got Mahjong over here. We got me. We got these two.
They're in the lab.
Whoop. I showed a scoreboard that's not actually there. Yeah.
That shit's hard, dude.
You can sit here and watch this while I go
getting there,
and
but
shut that door that
it's
somebody
gonna
left
take some
open
time.
and they're letting all the AC out, motherfuckers.
It's hard. It's hard.
And then I
You
will
can-
go
You
update
can
you.
boot up and do them. You can tell me it's hard. You can tell me it's a skill issue when I see you pull them off.
Alright, who left the fucking door open? No, they're
This whole thing is weird, honestly. There's a lot of weird things happening right now.
Honestly, yeah. We're both just bad right now.
Yeah.
I was just going on about the air conditioning out there, and then I saw him and I looked over the camera, and I'm like, look, the door is open.
You want to do a rotation or?
Yeah.
I just realized, how are you going to be living in season 2 when Leo can't beat you?
You're gonna have to actually not. Leo players are gonna have to actually learn how to play the
Well,
game.
starts on frame 7.
It doesn't matter. It's just one of the stairs that
Leo players are actually gonna have to learn how to play the game.
I think it's like Portugal back down. Portugal does it. Yeah.
That anti-airs me, or are you serious?
Sounds like.
Dude, that.
Where's your RC?
Dude, fucking. Yeah, you're right. I should have RC'd that. Hot's fucking air buttons are so dog shit. It's okay though. We have cheeks. That's all we really need.
At this point, it's been 4. Pretty very hard.
I was waiting so I could motherfucking
Don't worry, it's reduced damage. You might live.
Nah, you're dead. You're so dead.
let me wait before I do.
Attack the giant swing.
Just say no. Do not
Just say no.
Hello, John.
Alright.
Johnny.
My time has
Just
come.
for you.
Play whoever you want. It makes no difference to me. I'm gonna get my ass beat anyway. I don't care.
I'll play solo.
That's fine. I need to get better. Anyone you pick is good practice for me. So it's fine.
Oh, I lost. I didn't get the. I didn't put on mango soul.
Come to think of it, Potemkin is actually the closest analog to a-cho in this game.
And now it's you.
A-cho from BlazBlue. fucking. I mean my grab. I wanted the fucking.
The fact that reaches is so nice.
Let's hear that. Where's that? Well, it didn't happen. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have the KBMF boost, dude. No, that shit is hard. I did not need to let that shit rock. I just matched 2P on that gap and it wasn't fast enough. I think it must be a thing with the I'm pulling that apart. I fucking suck. I fucking suck. Holy shit. I'm the greatest.
I tried to
Dude, I had you. I fucking killed you, but I threw it away.
No, it's supposed to be FRC close. So
I fucked up. I fucked up. Nice speed. Nah, Sean's good. Well, Sean's in practice, at least. So if Sean plays badly, it means he fucking sucks. I'm back, Megafist, what the You can charge it?
yeah, you can charge it, and now it makes the attack better if I charge it.
That's unfortunate. I fucking suck. I fucking suck at this game, bro. I fucking suck at this game. Holy shit. I am so bad. I'm so fucking bad. I have not punished one of your DPs yet. This is horrible. I am mashing throwing like an idiot. I gotta stop that. Try to ID. Have FD.
50.
do some stretches beforehand. Okay. Oh damn, nice.
I have to FD break. So that one was fake, but it is real. God, that's so hard to put it down.
Really on.
Comes back.
Yeah, nice headset. If anyone wants to jump on your talk, see it.
Yeah, you want to touch some shit down? You want to touch some shit on screen?
What's good, yo? Oh, Nero, what's poppin'? Hi. Yo, I was sweating. I had to run outside and do something. It is mad hot. But you know where it's not? In the hall. Why? Because we have AC up there.
No, thank you.
Who we got here? Alright. We got a little rotation going for Strive, that new shit. What the fuck was that? Let me go see if they need a hand. Oh! I got you. Just hit the window key.
Window key?
Yeah, it's an easier way. You just click the arrow, or the caret, click that, and then click that, and then that. No. Yeah, it is that. Try that. And then Strive takes a minute to reset its audio, and you should hear it. Arturo told me that if we got the Brook wingmans, it would fix that, keep the controllers from eating the audio like that. But the ones that I had got in on an evaluation program ended up, it kind of like actually made everything worse. That's the nature of this shit, though. So I'm gonna try something else. I know Nero knows about this at the time. I was telling him about it. He had mentioned that he like also used it. He's like, well, I'm gonna get one and see what I can't like figure out. Because all this stuff is meticulously set up to handle things as one would expect in a commercial setting. Even though we are obviously far from that. And will never be that. Let's see. I don't want to use the mute switch on these, so I just wasn't trying to do that in anybody's ear. I have not seen her play Strive in a very long time. Poor May. I know Humbag said he is 100% not able to make it to Grill Balance, which really sucks. Good for me in the bracket because he was one of the terrors in there. Mr. Part 2, I know Part 2 can't make it. He's got some, everybody's like it's Labor Day. So it's like your family, like for most people at least, like you've got family. Maybe not even most, but like, you know, the people who have family, like, you know, you got Labor Day and stuff, the holiday coming up, and you're gonna go do, you know, you wanna go do family stuff. Like, schedules are hard to line up with that, with families. I can imagine. This is what I've got, and I'm fucking happy with it. So, Humbag is out, Part 2 is out. Y'all better go register for this Third Strike tournament on the Araiguma Battle Matcherino. It's gonna have some fucking killers. We got people traveling. I mean, we got people from, I'm not gonna put anybody out there, don't worry. We got people coming from North Carolina, and, you know, all over Illinois, as usual. Detroit. I'll put it on the... Oh, my mom was just here. What the fuck? Oh, I thought she was like up there.
In OGC, just like
Crazy. Guilty Gear Strive. We got people coming from all over for Grill Balance, so it's gonna be sick.
it doesn't work
The
against
Street Fighter tournament. It is going to be run on CPS 3.
Slow reversals.
We are not running it on OE. Sorry, I hit the wrong shit. We're not running this on OE. Gonna be all CPS 3.
I think I've been on this long enough. I don't mind if I
Want to shout out who is bringing the CPS 3s, but I also don't want to like. I want to ask this individual how they, you know. I'm gonna let them make that announcement just because, you know, I get it. Like, not everybody, you know, people can be like, you can be finicky with your stuff.
Johnny with the beard is so creepy. No beard.
This is gonna be good. Dude, I'm telling you, Grill Balance is gonna be so sick. Even if you're not in the tournament. But there, dude, I'm like, it's still gonna be stacked with killers. There's still like, I'm not gonna give up people who, I'll say who's not coming, but I will not say who is coming, because I don't wanna spoil any surprises for people that might run into somebody. Damn it!
What's my name? What's
But yeah,
my name?
hopefully if
dog?
they come back, you come out tonight for Street Fighter 6 casuals. That'll be really sick. We have air conditioning in the hall now. Justin Wong is not gonna. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he probably doesn't know of us. Maybe he does. But I can say, since I did say I will say who's not coming, I do not know of Justin Wong. Yo, what was that Eminem ICP beef where ICP didn't like him because he put on a flyer for like a show he was doing. He wrote ICP featuring ICP, and at the bottom, allegedly, I've never seen it for myself. I'm not from that area. And then it said maybe in parentheses. I'm gonna put that on a flyer one of these days for all the Detroit homies. Yo, do that shit to Psychic Drive? Be like, Psychic Drive, maybe. Not even tell him about it, just fucking do it.
What's my name? No!
No! It's St. Clown Posse! Yeah, he might have ICBMs. That dude is a fool. Yeah, he had beef with the Insane Clown Posse early on over that shit because they were mad about a flyer. At least that's what they said. They could be lying. Like I said, I'm not from their neighborhood. I'm not even from their state. But that's what I heard. That story cracks me the fuck up. God damn. I'm watching Guilty Gear over here on this one because it's faster than this one. And then if I just look over there, it's even faster. So I have 3 different speeds of Guilty Gear. I can watch it. There's like a 3-frame difference between these two, and like an 8 between these two.
Oh shit.
I don't know about new stages. The UI is different. I did notice. We just got the season 3, so I didn't realize its tribe was on season 3. Colette just pointed that out earlier, so I had to scramble and get that because I thought it had an update, and I was like, oh, it's probably Johnny. Thinking fucking Johnny was gonna be on there. She comes over. Oh, we don't have Johnny. We need to do that. So we got Johnny now. I gotta ask them if there's new stages. Or actually, let me see. I'm not too familiar with this. We'll see them. Like,
Giovanna.
He doesn't.
oh shit.
They give her candy.
So we're good, right? No echo. You can actually hear me now. I'm not like going in and out. The game audio is not fucking crazy.
It's really cool to see how it works.
You can hear the players okay.
What's the new move? Like 2 and 4S?
2 and 4H. 2 and 4H, and then you go into any other stuff.
There's a gal coming out tonight who just turned 21. I want her to try this stuff. It's really good. I think show it. I don't know if anyone's drinking this. Original Sin Black Widow cider. It like normally, so like I don't like flavored beers and shit. Yo, you've had it? I don't like normally like I'm like it's gonna be like this weird like nasty hipster shit. That just tastes like beer and funk, like the funk of a flavor or fruit. But this is actually like tastes like berries and apples. Dude, I got water too. This is actually my favorite. More of the fridge here is actually full of sparkling water than it is beer, and I love that. We also do have a large water tank over here that is washed. I don't know why I have to say that, but we fill that up with ice water every week, and we take donations of red plastic cups, so that's important that people have access to like a lot of water. Like that's a big thing at the new space too. I'm requesting during construction that rewind. During demolition that we keep one of the sinks in there for something that I'm not going to say what. Yes. We need a water pipe in there connected to a sink in the future. Like if you need to clean shit up or just like do some other cool future things that may happen depending on how things go. To put that in perspective, we got a call asking if we were still interested in the potentiality with the potential of having an arcade in the IMC downtown, it would be. And of course, we are still interested. It's funny, I was telling everybody that I thought I was gonna like, there were like 8 times between the last time we had spoke about this and now, and then they had called, where I was like, okay, I'm gonna write up a proposal, I'm gonna start bugging them, but I saved them. But we're also working, we had bigger things going on at the IMC, so I'm kind of like, you know what, I'm just gonna, we can worry about this later, we got a good thing here where we are right now. But the new space, I think we're going to start working on like the public location in, to move all this to, and all this downtown.
I'm not playing too much
for music.
But she's so broke. She looks really
I don't know how
fucked
to
up.
play her.
I think I have to try doing Johnny against.
I don't think anybody has. The key with Geo is to stagger. Her stagger game is.
But yeah, if anybody has any like questions on like what we're doing, how to do the same yourself, if you want to know about Kids in the Hall, the Araiguma battle, past, future, present, whatever, you know, we're pretty much down for it. Nobody's in the head-to-head room yet. That's not kicked off. Strive casuals. Got a text from MKC. So in case Miranda does get her butt down here, which she might not be able to, she broke her ankle. I've got the camera now is set to 4K, so I can actually get good footage.
I suck. I fucking suck.
I want to give that kid the camera and be like, yo,
God damn it.
just go around and just talk to people. About like their experiences here and what they're into and whatnot. Just anything, whatever she wants, the kid can say. I think we would get a lot of like mad cool. That's a good question. No Mahjong yet. Actually, I got a text not that long ago about, I think Mahjong might be starting around like 5. So we got like these like fate grand order. I could be getting that name wrong. Really sick Mahjong sets. So everybody here plays like Japanese Mahjong. I'm a straight up new jack at this stuff, so like the Chinese and Japanese. I only know like the Chinese our Mahjong period from like Hong Kong cinema, which I used to watch a lot of, but I'm hoping to get to play more of that. But we got Ricci here. But the Fate ones are really cute. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's switch back. Yes! It's so pretty. It's got a good size too, and like I like how they're set in, right? Like, and then painted, so like you're not like surface painting, so you're not gonna like be creating that wear every time you shuffle. So yeah, I can see that. So I don't even play yet. I can see that being mad fucking confusing. Alright, I'm trying to delete like 30 gigs of old footage that I've already taken off my phone. Except those videos. Send those to Carter. But yeah, I'm really hoping Miranda comes out. Oh, there's a clip of Steve doxing us where we had to censor him. Oh, there's a lot of videos. Anytime I go through like my old neighborhood, I always have my camera ready because there's always something fucking weird or stupid going on. So I always like to record that stuff. It's funny. Some stuff I don't record. It's not very funny to me. I don't like seeing people down and out, but if it's somebody drunk and they're normally not like that and they're being stupid, I will film it. Because it's hilarious to me. Imagine that, like 50 gigs of cat videos. Damn, this is a lot of Araiguma footage. I forgot how much was I actually transferred.
It was supposed to be a potluster, but I fucked up.
I really like that people like the YouTube and then all the people who reach out on the, who use the contact us on the website. I was really amazed
I'm very out of practice.
that not a
But I'm
single
getting
one of those
better.
was a
I
bot
just need to get
message.
used to it again.
Which is probably because you will literally only like
Executing is hard.
find us if you're looking for us. But that was a lot. That really made my day. Heard a lot of really nice stuff. I still really that Fate set, like I was saying, it was like $15 on that unlimited free shipping sale on that website that I can't pronounce. I'll text the link here in a sec. Or not the link, like the name of the site. They have free shipping. You probably saw in the Discord. So I got it for like $15, right? It was completely unopened. It was like, I thought it was just like the really nice, usual folding. Cause I buy a lot of books from Japan. Like art books and this guy and shit. So I bought I bought the Mahjong set and it had the wrap on it and I was like, well, this doesn't really feel like that usual stuff. And I noticed the folds was machine folded, and then I saw the barcode on the side with all the shit and the price. And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Honestly, I gotta get used to not using purse so much.
You know, obviously used stores are a gamble, but in
My only
Japan,
hope that I just use it all the time and I
you have
should
a
save
much
it for
better
so-
opportunity of getting something
Also,
good.
it's just too good, man.
Oh yeah, there was a grand order. Thank you for that. Here, let me pull it up really quick because the unlimited free shipping thing is crazy. I got the Patreon open. What's going on about that earlier? Oh, I hear somebody coming down the stairs. Oh shit! Got some girls up in here. Let's go. What were we thinking of? Oh yeah.
It's not a vibrant gap. It's crazy.
I can't fucking pronounce this. I'm not even gonna try. I probably could if I could see straight right now. Here, I'm gonna put it up in the chat. They got free shipping right now. And you can choose EMS or DHL. There's gonna be a lot of preference there, between who you ask here, what they would use. I use DHL. They're not an independent, and you don't have as many hands changing over, going shipping partners. EMS will be a shipping partner, probably with USPS. Dude, I should put this in the some text on the screen to let people know about this. They are used goods. But their Japanese idea of used goods, which is used goods typically in Japan have no value and things are generally, better taken care of. I'm not trying to put anybody on a pedestal, but that's just how you're, this kind of the general way stuff is handled. Here, much bigger. Everything is bigger. We have more room to get rowdy. So we get rowdy with our shit. Not saying the people there don't, but, Your secondhand goods, it's just a different definition. I think I saw this harp over there. Alright, Alex is up. Full screen, wah! Yo, so the wrap 2 is sick. I think the quantity is I think they only have one for sale, and it said something about rust. If the rust is on the underside of that panel, well, you won't know if it's on the top, because the rust could be underneath the that overlay. But if the rust is only on the bottom, like you sand that down and just cover it with paint, and I'm sure you won't be in enough humidity in your lifetime to make it rust again. It might be a good, like, it was cheap too. So they had the Gundam EX Maxi Boost versus Fight Stick. I think it was like an EX 2 or 3 or something. Clint's here. Shout out to Clint. He's getting set up right now. Got the water too that I'm not drinking yet. Yeah, yo, that stick is sick. I almost got it, but then I was like, when I got that phone call the other day about, you know, the downtown space for Araiguma battle, I was kind of like, yo, I should use this opportunity to snatch up as much shit as I can. So I took a picture on my phone, and I had the picture like this. And I looked here with the computer and at the phone, and I was like, okay, well, here's like what the space like looks like right now. And then I went through and I was like, okay, how can we like do the walls, like do this, do that? Because the budget is fucking dead. I fucking missed that. Damn it. The budget's fucking killed right now. But I couldn't pass it that sale, so I put that shit on credit. I was like, I'm gonna bring all this. Like, I bought so much, like.
What does that do?
Not only for Araiguma battle, but for the IMC in general. There's another reason you'll notice, like, I don't use the term basement over there or here. Here I say downstairs, because I live upstairs. Not in the hall. And then at the IMC, I try and get people to say lower level, because I don't like the way comments I've heard people make in the past. Like, we had a high school prom being held at our facility downtown, and I remember these two gals had commented to me on the way to the bathroom. They were like, it's so, like, fucking cursed down here. And I'm like, no, it's not. I was like, we set up a bunch of, like fighting games in the hallway, yo. We, like, set up an arcade in the hall over here, kids in the hall. That's where that comes from. So it was like, it'll be nice to breathe life, you know, into the downstairs of the IMC. The IMC is an organization that's been in my life for many years. They were the ones that let us read Kids in the Hall. They had showed us all these spaces, and they're like, you know, yeah, like, we really like what you guys do. Like, I showed them a bunch of FGC stuff, kind of gave like a rundown. Yeah, you know, it's just like, what we want to do, like, we're going to be really chill about it. And we were offered some space, like different spaces, and one of them was a hallway. The director of operations over there was like, oh, this could be another really cool space. And I saw that, and I was like, yo, let's do that. I don't want to take advantage of anybody here, and I want, because we were offered like actual venue space, but I'm like, I don't want to take advantage of nobody, like, because we're not paying, we have no money, like, so we can't pay for this. And if you're offering this, oh shit. Oh, all right, mic is good. So if you're offering us money for this shit, or if we're not giving you money for this shit, you're letting us do this for free, like, because you vibe with this idea that I brought to you. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me take your venue space that you charge people for. Like, you know, you gotta have more respect for that when you're looking for like a venue. If somebody offers you free space, like, even if it was a hallway, we were kids in the hall, and we fucking loved it, and it was great. And then and it was mad hot too, but we came out every Saturday and played. And then we outgrew that. We moved to the downstairs hall, and now we got the hall here at the top of those stairs. Did you see in the upper camera where all the arcade machines are at? Score Attack is also back. I did not see you, and I was literally like, Score Attack is back on.